So what is up, guys? So this is 2K19 of my BMW. It looks fucking gorgeous. I've done so much work to it and it's honestly insane how far it's gotten. So basically this car literally went through a big transformation the past year. Couldn't believe that 1 year could do a lot to a car. So I'm going to be listing on the mods, and if you guys are interested in the modifications after my car, link will be in the description below. To start out with, so I went for the gloss black double slat kidney grills instead of the single stroke. I like these a lot better. They're kind of the recognition of the newer the F series BMWs I really like. They're $40 a piece. I hate chrome. Chrome is literally the nemesis of, you know, my aesthetics for the car, except for the trim. I kind of left the trim alone for the meanwhile. And then everyone asked me if this is an M3 bumper of some sort. It's not. It's not an M Sport. It's not an M Tech. It's basically an OEM pre-LCI bumper. I just added front splitters on there and they were painted for $99 on eBay. Unfortunately, the clear coat's starting to come off, which is unfortunate, which, you know, oh well. But I'm getting a new bumper soon, so I don't really care too much. And probably one of the best modifications I've done in the car the past year is definitely in the headlights. Everyone literally lost a shit when to put these on, which is pretty funny actually. They're $380 for the sets. Unfortunately, if you have bi-xenon headlights like I do, you're gonna have to code out the AFS sensor code, whatever thing. Shouldn't be too hard. You just need a computer. It takes about 10 minutes. Unfortunately, I'm a fat, lazy piece of shit, so I don't really care too much. I had these for over a year and they held up pretty well. So definitely a big go, yes. Another modification I also did the past year is getting new set of wheels. So if you guys stuck around on my channel for the past year or two, you know that I had N keys. I decided to go for a different look. So these are the ESR SRL6s in Hyper Silver, 5x120, 18x8.5 across, and positive offset of 30. Gold rivets do not come stock with the Hyper Silver finish. They're silver to begin with. You can buy these gold rivets on ESR's website for about 80 bucks. I put them on there. It's really not that hard. You pluck it from the bottom with like a flathead and a hammer in it with an 8mm socket, and you're pretty much good to go. And these bolts too came from ESR. A set of them for about 20 bucks. I have 15mm rear spacers in the back. Unfortunately, the fitment's still kind of a little eh. Overall, these wheels do definitely pop, and I love the kind of the silver and gold contrast. It looks pretty dope. Another thing that I did is carbon fiber mirror caps. I haven't made a video on these because, well, I mean, it's mirror caps. They're about 50 bucks on eBay. And as you take a look in the rear, so you guys can see, I did have a new carbon fiber lip spoiler. This is based off of the M4 style spoiler from the M4s. I really love the high kick and then the V in the back, which is pretty dope. 140 bucks on Amazon. Really nice. I just love how this looks. It just makes the car 10 times more aggressive, if that's even a word. Next is the F10 style LED taillights. The top one's smoked. You can get them non-smoked, just the top part smoked or the whole thing smoked. I went for the top half to be smoked and then the bottom half to be left off as that. And again, I got them on Amazon, and that's probably one of my most common questions too, is where I got those, again, from Amazon. Then another mod in the rear is I got the M3 Rep rear bumper. I really love the bumper. Unfortunately, the diffuser didn't really make it. So I gotta make my own custom diffuser, but overall fitments is 98%. I might have done something wrong over here. I might need to go and fix that up. I don't know what's going on. It's just poking out. But finally, for the exhaust, I went for a Natami single tip. It's a 3-inch outlet to 4-inch outlet exhaust tip, if you guys are wondering. It's a single. I kind of do miss the dual tip, but you know, oh well. And then I got a muffler delete beforehand, and then recently I got a resonator delete, and I'm not gonna lie, this car is stupid obnoxious with a resonator delete, and I honestly had too much fun with it. Holy fuck! And there are even some complaints that there were gunshots heard around my neighborhood. Then also another mod I did begin when I got the car, 35% front window tint, 20 is in the back. It's just a legal tint. I might go and retint the fronts to be 20 because I kind of like the darker and more privacy, kind of like secretive looks. And then next is the BC coilovers. It's kind of hard for me to really videotape this, but just around this time last year, I finally got it loaded on coilovers, and it looks fucking amazing. It dropped by a good 1.5 inches since X-Drive. BMWs for E90s are they kind of sit pretty darn high. Looks like a monster truck in my opinion. I really love how cars stance is. It just looks so fucking mean, and it's nice to have the stiffness and softness of, you know, of your adjustment of your liking, as well as the ride height adjustment, since I do live in South Dakota. And another thing that I also did that I didn't really mention too much about is the LED side markers. These are smoked, 40 bucks on Amazon, and they're canvas free, so you don't have to worry about the you know, lightings and stuff like that. Now for the interior, I really haven't done too much. I did a steering wrap on this, it's 60 bucks. I had my mom sew it for me because I don't know for the love of God how to sew. You can kind of see some imperfections here and there. It is what it is, oh well, but it's not bad for 60 bucks. Then I also got the M Sport pedals because I'm a fake M3, I'm a wannabe M3, whatever you want to call me. And then I also got the AFE sprint booster. It's like 290 bucks to kind of remap your throttle and how, you know, responsive you want it to be. Alcantara shift knob. Then they also redid the stitching to have the M colors in there. And that's about pretty much it. Lastly, the interior is the N52 motor. There's no power, okay? Like, you can't put any aftermarket parts into these N52 motors. They're not gonna make a lot of power. Do yourself a favor, and if you want more power, buy a fucking 335. Don't waste your money on these N52 motors. I do have a cold air intake in this thing. It's 250 bucks. It's an engine. I just want the noise. I'm not really here for horsepower. It is what it is. I don't really care too much. And that's about it for the engine mods. I do have some future plans for this car, of course. I do want to get active auto headers just to kind of sound obnoxious. It has secondary cat delete because I want to shoot flames. I'm not kidding you, that's actually a possibility. I'm going for a new front bumper. Like I said, I'm going for the new F80 style front bumper. It's going to be somewhere on the screen. I love the looks of it. And since I live in a pretty small city in South Dakota, I'm going to be pretty much the only unique E90. That's kind of my main goal. And I also might go for the M-Tech rear bumper. Like I said, I'm not a really huge fan of the M3 replica. It's kind of a bitch for fitment. Other than that, I really don't know what else is there to do with this car. Like, there's really not much. Maybe M3 side skirts, I really don't know. Maybe another set of wheels. Oh, I do want to do air suspension sometime in a later future, maybe in a couple of years, because air suspension is stupid expensive. Overall, that's all my modifications for my BMW E90. I just love how the car came out the past year or two. If you guys haven't checked out the video with my transformation of my car, you should, because you would not think this would be the same car. Like, it's astounding. Thanks for joining the journey of my BMW E90. If you like this content, please give it a like and subscribe for more BMW content. I have so much modifications to show you. So until next one, guys, later.
Right round with the windows down, let me feel